Welcome back to Review With You, and today we're going to be talking about Thanos' brother, Eros of Titan, also known as Starfox. No, not that one. 750,000 years ago, Alars, aka Mentor, of the Eternals, a cosmic-powered subspecies of humanity, chose to depart Earth after his brother, Zuras, becomes the Eternals' leader. Alars journeys to Saturn's moon, Titan, where a band of exiled Eternals had slaughtered each other. Marrying the only sole survivor, Suzanne, Alars and his new wife transform Titan into a paradise that they populate with their children and others that are genetically engineered. As Titan's ruler, Alars creates Isaac, a computer which serves all of Titan's technological needs. Mentor and Suzanne's youngest son, Eros, is born with the ability to stimulate pleasure in others. This power, however, has no effect on his mutant older brother, Thanos, who is born with the Deviant Syndrome, which made him physically repulsive to his fellow Eternals. Because of this, Thanos grows up to worship the cosmic embodiment of Death, Mistress Death herself, and conducts morbid experiments on several different Titans, including family members. Dissecting Suzanne and slaying several other Eternals, Thanos flees Titan upon that discovery. Unlike his brother, Eros loves life, visiting other systems for adventure and romance, including Earth, where he is remembered in the legend. Since Thanos is his brother and is constantly trying to destroy the universe, Eros has a completely complicated relationship with his brother. Though they are brothers and Eros does side with him on occasion, he spends most of his time working against the Mad Titan and joins forces with even the Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Dark Guardians, and others just to have the strength of force to go up against him. Eros is a player. Eros is known for having many lovers across the galaxy, his only steady relationship being with Heater Delight. As for team-ups, Eros joins forces with the Kree Mar-Vell, aka Captain Marvel, who was bonded to human Rick Jones against Thanos. The two became close friends. As one of the Eternals of Titan, Eros spends time living there on and off, but eventually ventures to Earth where he joins the Avengers. A century after his departure, Thanos returns to Titan with an army and conquered the planet, leaving Mentor and Eros as the only remaining resistance. Seeking the reality-shaping cosmic cube, Thanos brought back Rick Jones to Titan to learn its location. Aided by the Kree Mar-Vell, aka Captain Marvel, who was then bonded to Rick, Mentor and Eros drove off Thanos' lieutenant Kl'rt, aka Super Skrull, after Mar-Vell himself bested Thanos by seemingly destroying the cosmic cube. Helping to rebuild Titan following the battle, Eros formed a close relationship with Mar-Vell. After the pimp Proboscis, the Procurer enslaved Heater Delight. Heater kept Eros from rescuing her to avoid damaging his face, instead manipulating Prince Pip Guffern, aka Pip the Troll, into saving her, due to programming previously installed by Thanos. Isaac created agents for himself and took the Titans captive, but Mar-Vell returned to Titan to defeat them, after which he fell in love with one of the lieutenants, Ulysses. Soon after, Marvel succumbed to cancer, spending his final days on Titan, with Ulysses devastated by the loss. Eros became close to Ulysses, who eventually had Isaac create her a son using Mar-Vell's DNA, who she named Genis, aka Photon. Genis was raised to believe that Eros was his father, and Eros maintained this facade until Genis' accelerated coming of age. Eros later returns to Earth and helps the Avengers defeat Samuel Smithers, aka Plant Man. Applying to join the Avengers, he was soon accepted as an Avenger in training. However, the Avengers were reluctant to present a man named Eros to the public, so Janet Van Dyne, aka the Wasp, rechristened him Starfox. Eros was distressed to meet his fellow trainee Monica Rambeau, aka Captain Marvel, and later called Spectrum, feeling the rookie adventurer was worthy to claim Mar-Vell's name. As an Avenger, Starfox learned teamwork and responsibility, although he still found time to pursue romantic rendezvous, including one-night stand with teammate Jennifer Walters, also known as She-Hulk. The group also valued Starfox's scientific knowledge, as he was serving on a roster devoid of the Avengers' usual scientific geniuses. After many Avengers were taken to Battleworld to serve in the Beyonders' Secret Wars, Victor Shade, aka The Vision, promoted Starfox to full membership to fill out the roster, and Eros retained his standing upon their return. Shortly thereafter, Starfox aided the Avengers against a faction of the subversive group Hydra, using his pleasure powers on Hydra agent Elliot Cole to gain the deactivation codes for Hydra's Atomageddon device. While still with the Avengers, Starfox invited the Wasp to a party held by the Eternal Circe at the Eternal City of Olympia. While there, Starfox fascinated his Earth-based friends with the story of Alar's founding of Titan and participated in the Eternals' ritual of the Unimind, merging with them into a single psionic entity. When the deviant inhuman hybrid Maelstrom tried to siphon the Unimind's power for himself, Vision and Wanda Maximoff freed the Eternals from their merging, and Starfox incapacitated Maelstrom using his pleasure powers. The Avengers subsequently thwarted Maelstrom's next plot to halt the Earth's rotation. Upon seeing Captain Marvel's courage in that battle, Eros accepted her use of his friend's name and apologized for his earlier treatment of her. At one point, Thanos obtains the Infinity Gauntlet and used it to offer the universe to Death, Mistress Death, taking Starfox hostage in the process and erasing Eros' mouth to force his brother to bear silent witness. Thanos eventually lost the Infinity Gauntlet, and Eros was restored to his previous Pimp Daddy state. Continuing to aid the Avengers occasionally, Starfox participates in their mission to the Shi'ar Empire during the Kree-Shi'ar War, and also joined them against sorceress Morgan Le Fay. Once finished with aiding the Avengers against the insane Scarlet Witch, Starfox was captured by Thanos and implanted with false memories. Unaware of anything that transpired, Starfox continued to adventure, visiting Earth and sharing a romantic fling with a married mother of 3. 1 week later, Garvey took Starfox to court, claiming Eros used his powers to take advantage of her. While being defended by She-Hulk, Starfox secretly used his powers on her after seeing her argue with her boyfriend, John Jameson, aka Manwolf, causing her to fall in love with Jameson. She-Hulk's power mimicking co-worker Awesome Andy unwittingly copied Starfox's abilities, keeping She-Hulk's love in effect. After Elliot Cole testified in feigned obsession with Starfox, Eros was placed on a holding cell under guard until he escaped, using his pleasure powers to get past Matt Hawk and the guardsmen. She-Hulk attacked him, convinced that he had used his powers on her during the past one-night stand. Seeing Eros' shabby treatment on Earth, Mentor and Isaac teleported Eros back to Titan to undergo a titanium mind trial with the help of the telepathic Moondragon. Cosmic judges and the magistrate appointed their Earth agent, She-Hulk, to preside over the trial. When She-Hulk called herself as an actual witness for her own trial, Starfox confesses to using his powers, although it was in an effort to help her fix her relationship with Jameson. A Thanos clone soon arrives and testifies against him, thinking himself the true Thanos, unaware that he was executing the real Thanos' plan, leading Isaac to find Starfox guilty. She-Hulk, however, sensed trickery, and her and Moondragon placed her mind within the Thanos' cloned mental plane, where she battled the clone until Starfox projected his own mind to aid her. The clone eventually left the battle to focus on the physical plane, where Star God, a Godstone-empowered John Jameson, had attacked him. With the clone gone from the mental plane, Starfox revealed that he had not taken advantage of She-Hulk during their one-night stand together. The two heroes discovered how the true Thanos had manipulated Eros' memory and returned to the physical plane, exposing and defeating the Thanos duplicate. Moondragon offers to remove Eros' powers, given that all the trouble and problems it has caused as of late, and he reluctantly accepted, knowing that it was going to cause more misery to everyone, including himself. However, while living on Titan, his powers re-emerged, and Ultron attacked using a robotic virus assimilated to the moon's population. It basically becomes Planet Ultron. Starfox escaped and recruited the Avengers on Earth to help him liberate Titan from Ultron. Once faced with Ultron, Starfox used his powers of persuasion on the organic parts of Ultron, which caused him to suffer an emotional breakdown, leading to victory for the people of Titan. After Thanos' adoptive daughter, Gamora, kills him, Eros searches for his brother's body and discovers his will. He shared the will aboard Thanos' ship, the Sanctuary, and in it, Thanos revealed that he would be resurrected in the body of an unknown person. Thanos' devout Black Order crashed the reading, stole their reader's body, and then caused a rip in space that took all of the attendees into it. Although Eros escaped, he did not do so without a scarred face. He formed the Dark Guardians with Kellar, aka Gladiator, Zach Dell, aka Wrath, and Frank Castle from the Earth TRN-666 universe, and also Nebula to stop Thanos' resurrection. As they go about this, they incorrectly assumed that Gamora would be Thanos' host, as proven by Hela, the goddess of death, who actually reveals that his host would be Eros. Shortly after Thanos took over Eros' mind and body, he traveled with the Black Order and Hela to Nowhere to reunite with his body. Gamora with the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Dark Guardians, they stormed Nowhere thanks to the inhuman Lockjaw, who teleported them all there. And Gamora plunged a sword through Eros' body. She apologized to him for doing so, and he spoke with her briefly as he passed away. Thanos was still resurrected, but his mind was broken. Hela then produced a black hole which sucked her in along with Nowhere to an unknown location. As the Guardians and Dark Guardians escape, thanks again to Lockjaw himself. And always with these readings we give you the powers and abilities of the character. Because Starfox, or Eros, is a member of the long-lived offshoot of humanity known as the Eternals, his body has been enhanced by cosmic energy to the point that it ages far more slowly than most humanoids and is superhuman strong and resistant to harm and immune to terrestrial diseases. He can withstand impacts such as falling from several stories or being repeatedly struck with superhuman force. Normally that would cause severe injury or kill an ordinary human being. However, he is far from invulnerable and can be injured by weapons such as bullets or knives. His overall resistance to injury is somewhat lower than that of the average Eternal, but like any Eternal, he possesses exceptional healing capabilities. He can harness his cosmic powers to enable himself to fly at supersonic speed through the gravimetric potential of his body, which is generated to his ability to fly. A tiny shell of air constantly clings to his body. While he needs to breathe like an ordinary human being, he has a reduced need for oxygen, allowing him to survive travel through both open space and underwater unaided. Starfox can psionically stimulate the pleasure centers of nearby people's brains, making them calm and open to suggestion using his persuasion skill. It has been suggested that when in physical contact, and there is direct line of sight between the subject and the target, Starfox can use his euphoria effect to cause a person or persons to become infatuated with him, objects, or even other people of his choosing, or simply to make others feel good while he is standing around. Notably, the euphoria power does not work on his brother Thanos. His psionic powers are possessed to some degree by all Eternals, but he developed them in his own unique manner. Starfox's mental powers do not work on beings whose brains do not have pleasure centers. These powers were later shut off at Arrow's request to prevent them from being abused, but somehow returned prior to the Avengers' Rage of Ultron. In the series Captain Marvel, Starfox showed the ability to manipulate gravity, stimulating psychokinesis. If that's not enough, with communication skills as well as being able to control everyone's pleasure centers, he also has a limited mastery of 500 different extraterrestrial languages. Though an Eternal, Starfox is not as powerful as his Earth-born cousins because the original Titanian Eternals separated from their Earth brethren before Kronos experiments augmented the Eternals' energies. Starfox at least can join an existing Unimind with the other Eternals, even though Eternals thus far have proven to be unable to form their own. And if you didn't know, Starfox has already appeared in the mid-credit scenes of the Marvel Cinematic Universe film, The Eternals, portrayed by Harry Styles. So this is the end of our Starfox overview, and we'd like you to take some time, hit the comment box below, tell us what you'd like for a new video, a new theme, a new anything on this channel. Just write it down, and we will keep up the hard work making videos for you every day or every other day. Also, like and share this video as much as possible. It will help us get out there. It will help us in the algorithms of YouTube, and we sure do appreciate it. As always, Excelsior. See ya.